Alberta Premier Danielle Smith is responding to allegations of political interference around contracting and procurement at the province's health authority, calling for the Auditor General to expedite his review and for an internal review at Alberta Health Services to be delivered to her directly. Alberta's Auditor General revealed the ongoing investigation Thursday after the Globe and Mail reported it had obtained a letter from the lawyer of Athana Menzalopoulos, the former CEO of Alberta Health Services. The CEO was recently fired from her job. According to the Globe, the letter included claims of political interference. It also alleged that the CEO was dismissed days before she was scheduled to meet with the Auditor General about her own investigation into procurement contracts and deals for private surgical facilities. CBC News has been unable to obtain a copy of the letter. In a statement Saturday morning, Premier Smith calls the allegations troubling, saying that she is directing officials to be quick and transparent with requests from the Auditor General. And, quote, "As Premier, I was not involved in any wrongdoing."
There's clearly a lot of ethic questions and there's a lot of smoke. We'll have to see if there's any fire.
Political scientist Dwayne Bratt says the Premier's message shows she's taking the situation seriously, but he says there are still lingering questions.
Like, why was the AHS CEO fired when she had just recently been hired on a long-term contract? Why was the board fired again? When it was the Smith government that appointed the board. What does she think about the Deputy Minister of Health also being the CEO of AHS and the only board member of AHS?
Who's in charge of AHS while the reviews are underway is a concern to the Alberta NDP. Opposition leader Naheed Nenshi is calling for an RCMP investigation and an independent judicial-led inquiry.
The possibility of a public inquiry could happen, I think, depending on what the AG report is. And it's interesting where she talked about the AHS report going directly to the Premier. She didn't say that with the Auditor General's report. And that's because the AG is independent of the government. They are an instrument of the legislature. And as a result, they have greater independence. So let's see what's in that report. And if he comes out and recommends a full public inquiry.
Bratt says if a forensic audit is needed, that could slow the process. Jo Horwitz, CBC News, Calgary.